Good morning. Welcome back to Chipola Nation. Another rainy day here in Marietta, Florida. Got a little wet on our way in today, but wanted to make sure we got in here and gave you guys an update and introduce one of our special guests today. So, first of all, I want to thank everybody, the fans, the boosters for this weekend. Had a ton of people at the game. It was a wild environment. We got away with 2 wins there, and I don't think without our fans in the community, we get out of there with 2 wins this weekend. So, thank you to everybody that came out. All the people that are cooking, Big A, Charlie, Coach Johnson, and everybody that's helping them in the back there at the Appreciation Club. We appreciate you guys. And the environment here was just electric this weekend. So thank you guys for all that. Great comeback win for Coach Donnie and the boys. Probably one of the best comebacks I've seen in a while. We had a lot of fun watching that after our game. Best coach in the country, and he proves it every year. So it's fun to watch Coach Donnie and the boys, struggle a little bit early in the season, and now, they're back on top where they belong. So they're going to finish it off strong this weekend at Northwest. Panhandle play for both sides is going to be down to the wire for men's and women. Right now, we sit one game behind Northwest Florida. We've played them twice. We still have to play them a third time this weekend. So, this weekend, if we're able to win, that would put us as the conference co-champs. We'd have identical records. But in our minds, we played them 3 times. We beat them 2 out of the 3. I'll feel pretty good about that if we're able to do that. So, love to get that win on the road this weekend. We always travel well. I know our fans do. So we'd love to have everybody come out to Niceville this weekend and help us on. So the other thing about if we were able to win this weekend, it'll give you the number 1 seed at the state tournament. Obviously that's a big thing here at, in the Panhandle and in the state of Florida. So, we want to finish the right way. We want to start the tournament the right way and, hopefully go win 3 games and get a state championship. Right now we're sitting at 23-4 overall. Dropped a few games a few weeks ago, and they dropped us to number 8 in the national rankings. So I've got no problem with that. We'd like to stay in that top 10. We really don't want to get around the 10 to 12 area because now we're looking at national tournament seeding and having to play an extra game there. So we want to stay in the top 10. We've got to finish strong these last 1 to possibly 4 games and make sure we give ourselves a strong case for the national tournament. So without further ado, let's introduce a fan favorite, one of my favorite players, Taco C. Taco C, thank you for coming with us today. Just to start off, tell us where you're from.
I'm from Senegal.
Which part?
Dakar, the capital.
Okay, so for us who have no idea, in the country of Senegal, where's that located? The north part, southern?
The West.
Okay, so you're way on the west. And now what countries would you be by on the west side of the country there, the other countries around you?
We got Gambia right like below us.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's the only one? Okay. Well, and then tell us a little bit about your family, family members, brothers, sisters, that type of thing.
I'm part of a big family. I got 6 siblings, 3 brothers and 3 sisters, and I'm right in the middle. So overall
Okay.
with 7.
So the older ones, what are they, the brothers or sisters?
Oh, the older one is a brother, then a sister, then a sister, then me, then a brother, then a brother, then a sister.
So a good mix. So you got an older brother to keep you in check and then 2
Yeah.
older sisters to show you the way. Well, good, good. Now, when did you start playing basketball and how did that come about? Was it one of your siblings? Was it a parent? How did you start and when did you start?
Yeah, I did start playing basketball in the young age because I remember I was about to go to vacation to my grandma's house, and my dad said, "Why not just start doing a new sport?" And my big brother was playing basketball. Now he's at France, but like,
Mhm.
so I just started, and yeah.
He's playing in France right now?
No, he's not playing no
Okay,
more.
okay. Is he tall like you or?
He's super tall.
Yeah, how tall?
He's I don't know, cause like in centimeter I know, but I don't know in feet. But like I know he's taller than
Okay,
me.
so about how much taller than you? Because you're 6'3", 6'4".
I mean, he
He's
might be
got a couple.
6'11".
Oh
He's
wow.
tall, yeah.
So he's almost 7 foot.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it runs in the family then. Okay. Well, now tell us a little bit about your basketball journey. You said you played different sports when you were younger. What else did you play?
I did play soccer a little bit because just with my siblings, 'cause I got some step siblings too,
Mhm.
because we was just playing soccer outside. Outside in that, nothing. Like I just started at school doing basketball in my high school, then go to an academy, um,
The
read and
NBA
react.
NBA Academy,
The
right?
read and react first, then I went to a lot of NBA Academy program. Like that's when everything started. The
Yeah.
camp, the international camp. Then I went to Spain for a year. I came back to Senegal for 2 years. Then I go to Putnam Science Academy, my prep school.
Putnam Science in Connecticut here in
Mhm.
America, right?
Yeah.
Now, when did you hit your growth spurt within that story? Was it, when you were super young, when you were really tall, or did it come at a later age?
I can say when like everything did start at seed. The 2 year who I did that did develop me mentally, like and all of that type of stuff. Then when I go to Putnam, that was another challenge because
Yeah.
playing basketball here and back home is so different. Like here is all about physicality. That's why I always say you
Yeah.
soft, but yeah, and back home is so different. So yeah.
So you're just having to adjust to the different style, and you've been here what now? Going on 2.5 years
Ye-
in the States?
I mean, I'm gonna do 2 years in September.
In September.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you haven't been here that long, still transitioning, but doing a good job as a freshman. So you liking it though?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, good. That's all that matters. Now, and now, so you said Senegal. We went from Senegal to Spain. That was in high school, correct?
Yes.
And then Putnam Science Academy to graduate from high school,
Yeah.
and then here at Chipola. So, I mean, my question to you is, why Chipola? How do you go from all these, countries and amazing programs, and then decide on Chipola?
I mean, when Chipola did start to recruit me, I really did feel like they really did need me and want me and believe in. I just came back from injury, so that was that type of I'm really gonna feel like family over there because I'm so social, talking to everybody and stuff. And when I check the Chipola Instagram, like the page, I just saw like the fans and stuff like that. So I'm like, why not Chipola? And yeah.
You want to be a part of that. So yeah,
Yeah.
I get that. So I mean, and we've had a lot of fun this year. We've been able to be number one in the country for 2-3 weeks here, and I feel like we got not just your personality, but a lot of personalities on the team that are fun to be around and fun in film, even when it's not fun in film. We've got the type of personalities to make a bad situation good. So I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad we have the group we have. Now, tell me a little bit your favorite teacher here at Chipola.
Oh, my favorite teacher is Dr. Beer. She's my English teacher because my language barrier is crazy, but like she's been helping since the beginning, so she's my favorite.
I think I knew that answer from months ago when you told me about her.
Yeah.
She's really helped you in that class, and I know you say you struggle in that class, but she actually does a good job. Keeps her grades up, but there's just some subjects we're trying to work on.
Yeah.
So you're doing a great job in there, and thank you, Dr. Beers. Expectations for this season. I know we're almost done. We've got one regular season game left. We've got state tournament, and then if we're able to make the national tournament. So just expectations and what we need to do to finish the year.
I think we need to always have energy on the court, stay together, play like Chipola basketball Indians for real. And we will get this work done because we're actually doing a good job. We have a really good team and we got one more tomorrow. So, yeah.
Well, I feel like we've been through a lot of adversity this year. We played a really tough schedule. You think about our conference schedule, we played two of the top teams in the league, 4 times on the road and twice at home. If we do well in the state tournament, we might play them again on the road. So just our road schedule, our strength of schedule, and then you guys' ability to go through that tough stretch and then get a win this weekend. Hopefully we can finish it off the right way. And these girls have worked really hard in practice. We've seen a change in their attitude in the last few weeks, and I think that's what it's going to take. If they buy into what we're doing, they buy into playing for their teammates. This is a special team. That can do special things. So keeping our fingers crossed. We're working hard every day. We're about to head to film right now. Try to tweak some things and get better. So we got a big game tomorrow. We already said it. We're at Northwest Florida, so I'd love to have everybody come out. Following that, we'll have the state tournament March 12th through 14th at Northwest Florida. So if you're not able to make it this weekend, we'd love to have you come to the state tournament. We need all the help we can get playing this top competition and trying to finish the right way. So once again, appreciate all our fans, all our administrators, and everybody like that. Our baseball and softball is kicking off right now. Baseball's playing really well. Softball's playing really well. So get out and support Chipola Athletics. Thank you.